Alright, hello all you crazy people out there, this is Dragonite, and this is a little flash game called Mutiny. So this is a game that I used to play constantly when it came out in, 2007, 2008 on this flash website called Nitramy, and I finally decided to go and record a formal, playthrough, let's play whatever of it. This is post-commentated. Unfortunately, I was having a little bit of trouble getting the narration to work in, real time, live commentary. It was lagging like hell and getting to 10 frames per second, and it was very annoying. Anyway, so this is a game about pirates. It's a turn-based strategy game. It's not like a conventional RPG or anything, but it is a turn-based strategy game. You have basically two things you can do per turn, and one of them is flip your little pirate characters around, and the other is attack. You can choose not to flip your little pirate characters around if you don't really want to. Let's see, there are a variety of attacks that you can use. There are regular bombs, there's in this case dynamite. You'll see more opening up as the game progresses, because there are, I want to say there's 15 or 20 or 25 different things you can do, and they're all different. All the attacks have different effects or different methods of attacking, since some of them just go boom, but they have different methods of delivery. For example, the dynamite will bounce a little bit when it lands before it goes off. Anyway, let's see, I am going to go and this should do it. Alright, a stick of dynamite, if it lands directly on a character and it explodes, it's going to do a lot of damage. I don't know if it can one-hit KO them, but it can do a lot of damage, at least half, probably closer to 3/4 of their HP. And all the explosions, they will do different amounts of damage depending on how close the character is to the explosion. This thing. We're now fighting Kraken, squid, and our new weapon is the bottle of rum, which you can throw, and it will set fire to the surface it lands on, as you saw over there, which is very interesting. If you can line up say a crowd of enemies all in one place and drop a bottle of rum on them, you can do a lot of damage in one turn, and it's quite fun. Let's see, I think, but I'm not sure, these things actually do different amounts of damage based on how long they're in the air, how fast they're moving when they hit the ground, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, so the AI in this game is admittedly not very good, at least not for the first, maybe 10 levels or so, and you will see the AI doing very stupid things like bouncing back and forth between platforms for no real reason. Let's see, this is a treasure chest, which will give me more items. Some of the items are infinite use, and some of them are, you only have a couple of them that you can use per turn. Some of them, oh wow, that guy bounced high. Some of them, I think you can only actually use once per character, per game, per level, per round, whatever. And unless you get more of them in a treasure chest or something. Anyway, that's the AI going after a treasure chest, and it looked like it picked up a parachute bomb, which is an interesting item that I will be getting to later. Oh, there we go. That you have control over where it flies with the mouse. You can waft it around with a mouse cursor, which is pretty cool. I don't exactly know what the AI does with it, but because they don't have mouse cursors, but they usually have pretty good aim with it seems. Anyway, it's another bottle of rum. There goes another squid. I want to say there's 7, 8, 9 of them, or there were at the beginning of the match anyway. As you can see, I did take out a couple of them. Okay, so you are a little bit closer than I would really like you to be. I am going to choose to not move, apparently. I did record this months and months ago. Ooh, you're not dead, and you didn't fall into the water. If someone falls into the water, they die automatically. As I was saying, I did record this months and months ago, so I don't really have a good memory of what happened. I meant to narrate this back when I first recorded it, but I kind of just forgot, so never mind. Let's see, so you're gonna fly over there. This match is taking a little bit longer than I would like it to. Unfortunately, oops, right-click menu. Unfortunately, what was I going with that? The AI is not making it easy for me. Oh, there you go, hitting yourself. He did knock one of my pirates off into the drink, though, which is unfortunate. I'm going to try and finally do the same to you, though. Okay, there we go. So that makes my life a little bit easier. You're gonna just jump over. Okay, so I don't believe that went especially well for you. The last time you had a squid over there, but sure, whatever you say. And that's going to go and hit you in the face, explode, and do a decent amount of damage. I can't actually see the HP bars in my narration preview window, so I can't see actually how much HP I'm doing with all of these hits. unless something like dies. But okay, so I can see when the HP bar disappears, so I know that that one died. Anyway, the HP bar, it's funny, it will scroll, but it will vanish instantly if you land a killing blow, even if it's from max HP. So if you do like a one-hit KO, you might be waiting a couple seconds for the thing to actually die. There's a couple, I wouldn't call them bugs, but there's a couple like issues this game has. Programmatical oversights, I suppose. But I'm not here to criticize those. And did you take me out? I think you took me out. You took yourself out, which does help me immensely, I have to say. So I'm just going to go and drop down onto this ledge. I think I should also mention, I started talking about this, but I got interrupted by various things. This game actually does have two-player multiplayer, which I think is rather rare for Ninja Flash games. It's very interesting. I've never actually done it, but I've kind of like played with myself for both players, and when you have two humans duking it out, it's quite different than when you have a human and a computer-driven AI duking it out. Anyway, what did you even do? You're for someone who's got like the power of like math on their side, and like not having to like estimate distances and stuff by eye. You guys are doing remarkably bad. Anyway, thank you. Level complete, finally. Your score that you get is dependent on how much HP you have, like, total in your team when you finish. So if you, like, don't lose any pirates, you're gonna have a better score than if you finish the game with, say, only one. There also is a high score leaderboard. Back when this game first came out, I actually did manage to place, I want to say it was like 40th or 50th on the high score leaderboard, which is kind of cool. It's not that impressive. I suspect that some of the people, probably honestly most of the people by now on the high score leaderboard have hacked their way on, because you get like ridiculously high scores that are obviously impossible to get within the game. Because I think the max score for any single level is like 1600, and there's only like 20 levels, so you're obviously not going to get like 999,999 for a score realistically. Anyway, again, having fun with the parachute bombs. These are I believe these pirates' gimmick are that they have two eye patches instead of one, so I guess that gives them an excuse for like having such bad aim with all their the things that they throw around. Although you have to say, they considering that they shouldn't be able to see at all, they're not bad. And landing these gunpowder barrels all the way on the other side of the map. These will explode if you hit them with something. So you can like set off chain reactions, and it's fun. If you like chain reaction explosion stuff. Anyway, I think, okay, so that took out another pirate, and there's only one left, correct? It's funny, it's usually I have a lot of trouble with this level, because of the island in the middle. So if I have one pirate, I have my captain on the opponent's side of the field, and if he goes down, it can be kind of a pain to get your other pirates over to the other side because of the way the level is laid out. And I'm not having too much trouble this time, and I had a lot of trouble with the last level, which was comparatively open. Anyway, one keg of dynamite, this should do it, and I believe that did because its HP bar disappeared. And that's it. They didn't see us coming, very funny. Ooh boy, these are like Royal British Navy guys, and they talk with like funny accents. And this will introduce cannons. I believe it'll also introduce something else, but I can't remember. I think there's a couple other weapons that show up in the treasure chest that we haven't seen before. Anyway, cannons. You basically take them, you basically place them around where your characters are, and you click and fire them in whatever direction you want, and if they hit their target, that's great. If they don't hit their target, that's not great. As you can see there, I missed on the first turn, which is unfortunate. So now that puts me at a bit of a disadvantage, because I have to like fly over to the other side of the other ship and try and take them out from here. By the way, I did mention like captains earlier. Each team does have a captain, and they do have like better default equipment than the rest of your team will. And it's kind of cool because you do want to keep your captain alive for like especially because they do have good items, but you can win without your captain. It's just a little bit more challenging. Especially the other gimmick of this. Ooh, did I knock you off? Did I knock you both off? I only knocked one of them off, almost. And I gave you the treasure chest too. Anyway, as I was saying, the other thing that makes this this level kind of kind of difficult is that all of the treasure chests will drop on your enemy side. So if you want to do anything to, if you really want to win, you absolutely do have to go and jump over to the other side of the field, which is kind of a pain. Anyway, I'm going to try with the cannon again. Hopefully, like if you miss by like just a degree, over this kind of distance, there we go. I knocked you off the crow's nest up there. Over that kind of distance, missing by just like a degree or half a degree is going to make sure that you like end up hitting nowhere near your target, and that's rather upsetting. Anyway, you're going to knock my captain off. No! I was hoping that he would somehow land on the back of the ship, but that is not the case. Goodbye, Captain. Fortunately for me, I can do this, and at close range it is extremely easy to hit where you want with the cannon. And that knocked you off into the water, which is nice, and I believe I only have 2 more that I have to hit. Yeah, have fun with that. Okay, so I saw you picked up something new. I believe that's Pieces of 8. I'll get to that later. It's a fun item. Goodbye. It's okay, dude. You did a lot of work over there on that side of the ship. Unfortunately, I believe I only have a couple pirates left. That's upsetting. I'm not going to want to move you. I'm going to want to move this guy in the back over here. Alright. And hopefully, oh god. If you're too close to a wall when you throw a parachute bomb, okay, I meant to try and hit you on the other side so that you fell into the water, but I guess that works. If you're too close to a wall when you throw a parachute bomb, it will explode in your face. And I believe that's a glitch, because the hitbox of the parachute bomb is bigger than the hitbox of the regular items, and it detects a collision with the wall, so it goes off immediately. And it's rather annoying. Unfortunately, the best that you can do is try to not put yourself in those situations. Let's see if I can actually hit you this time. There are some times where I wish, like, moving around with the mouse didn't, like, move the screen. Okay, that was just bad, I'm sorry. Surrender yourself. I still have more total HP than you do. Okay, so I believe that's both of their pirates on that one little, like, nose of the ship over there, so come on. Knock me over? No. I was hoping that they would, like, blast me onto their ship so I didn't even have to move, but no such luck. Okay, so now I have 3 pirates. I can see on the minimap at the top that I do have 3 red dots there, too. Let's see. Okay, so this is a little bit better. I'm going to try and throw dynamite over. And if I can... Did I get it? I got one of them. One of them bounced a little bit too far and landed on my ship. But now, the fight's on my home territory, so I don't, like, have to move, which is very nice. And you're outnumbered 3-1. I'm sorry, sir. Sir? Okay, so that's Pieces of 8. They're basically 3 miniature bombs. And you can throw them off all in individual directions. They're really good for if you have a cluster of enemies really close together who are on low HP, where 1 or 2 of these little tiny hits would take them out. They're also really good if you have, say, maybe a cluster of enemies who are really, I guess, close to an edge, where they just need a little bit of a push to fall off into the water and die. Imagine, like, pirates and sailors who can't swim. Now that I think about that, that's a little bit weird. Anyway, these monkeys. This is probably, honestly, my favorite level in the game, but we'll see. All of the levels in this game are, as I said earlier, rather different from each other, so that is kind of nice. Anyway, banana bombs are introduced, and these will bounce around, and they will explode when you hit the mouse button again. And if you're, like, really far away from an enemy and you have really good aim, you can throw a banana bomb and hope it bounces in the right direction. And then, like, you can hit somebody from all the way on the other side of the map. You can also throw them a lot farther than some of the other weapons, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to try and land up there. Okay, so I got him. And there goes the monkey. Again, into the water. Banana bombs are just so much fun to throw around and bounce all over the place. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this is one of the things that the computer seems to have a better aim with. Like, they will calculate exactly where it's going to bounce. Like, all off the, like, shapes of the geometry. And you really have to just estimate it, where the trajectory is going to take it. And that's kind of unfortunate, but it's still very useful. And when a banana bomb goes off, like, right next to an enemy, they will bounce forever. Well, not forever, but it'll, like, if they go straight up in the air, it'll take them a really long time to come down. And, unless there's, like, a wall or something next to you, they're probably going to go off into the sea. That is if like they don't get one-shotted in the first place, because that's also a definite possibility. Let's see, we're going to try and... Okay, so knock that one off too. This is going unusually well for me. I usually don't have... Oh god. There, like I said earlier, they just go absolutely flying. And if that one ledge wasn't there, I would have been long gone. Oh cool, another banana bomb. But yes, I am having unusually good luck with this one today. Okay, so I didn't have the best aim in the world with that one, but I still got away with it. It was just enough to knock them off. Anyway, this is the flash game of Mutiny. I will leave a link for where you can play this yourself in the description of this video. Unfortunately, flash games are not nearly as popular as they were, say, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. But I still have fun playing this one once in a while. So, my name is Dragonite. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all later.